Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Ronnie the Wrench, and today we're going to be going through and switching the throttle shaft assembly on a Dellorto DLRA 45 carburetor. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove these pieces up here, so we can remove the pieces of the hex bar, the mounts for the hex bar linkage. Grab those, set this aside. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over. So I've already removed some of these pieces. Just remove the rest. Clip off here. I'm going to be trying to reuse as much of this as possible. Probably not the best idea, but I'm planning on rebuilding this completely later. Right now, really, my focus is to get the engine back in the car because I need to stand for another project. So I'm just trying to get her done. This little guy in the middle here that the throttle valve attaches to. Okay, now the tricky part, to get these out without damaging the bearings. Gonna try. Tap this out. Something a little harder. Here we go. Comes out nice and easy. Okay. Easy. Okay, now we just got to remove this end. See if we can do that here easily. Okay, got it. Did that on the anvil. So, well, these bearings are old. I do want to try and reuse them at least for a little bit. I'll buy new ones when I do the full rebuild. Okay. So anyway, okay, now I gotta line this up. So, I want the throttle and on this side. So I want it to come through like this. Let's clean this up. Let's clean up these pieces before we... I do not claim to know what I'm doing, but I am going to kind of degrease these with a little bit of carb cleaner. Probably terrible for the bearings. Try and stop me. I guess this is what carb cleaner's for, carburetors. Okay. We are going to protect the bearing on this side. I'm going to gently tap this into place. Pushed it out a little bit. Okay. And just tap it back in. For this, I'm using a 15mm socket. It kind of goes over the shaft, but completely covers the bearing. There we go. And yeah, doesn't look like I damaged it too much. That's good. Okay, so we got that in. Now let's do the rest of it. That bearing's got to be replaced when I rebuild this, so that's fine. Let's put these, okay, I just want to double check that I'm putting this back on the right way. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna, I really want to get a cup. I just want glass. All these pieces. Carb cleaner. So, I got a kitchen bowl here that I accidentally used once, and my wife never let me bring it back in the house. So, we get to use it today on all these different pieces. I got a bunch of pieces of the throttle body assembly, washers and such. And I'm just going to throw them all in here, blast them all with carb cleaner, give them a good scrub. Maybe I'll see if I can steal an extra toothbrush from inside. Anything else? I'll throw these butterfly valves in here for good measure along with these little screws. Oh my gosh, almost lost it. Okay. Brakes were definitely upset after they were installed. So, okay, now we're going to install these throttle valves. I don't think it makes a difference. I think it just matters that they are centered and in so that the throttle oh, you know what? Before I do that, I got to put this probably. Should I? Do I have to? We'll do that later. Okay. I don't think it matters. I think it just matters that this spindle, throttle spindle, finally remembered the name, can turn freely in here. So, I work it a little bit. Maybe lubricate it with a little WD-40. This one first. Put the smallest washer on. Put the big washer on. Put the set pin or whatever you call it, retainer clip on. And our 11mm nut. So, I really want to go on that. This spins pretty good. Yeah, okay. I think that one's good. I'm gonna, let me just give it a eighth more of a turn to get it on. Oh, that was the wrong way. That's fine. Do I have one that lines up? Yeah, okay. So So just making sure I had something to line up the flaps on the other side. Now we're going to set this bearing on this side. So we're going to use our 15mm socket. Set this here. I'm sure there's a tool to help do this easier, but I don't have it. Okay. Now, this side of the throttle body is a little more complicated. It starts with small, big spring, and then the throttle stop. So we start with the small washer, big washer. I don't know if you can see this. Nope, you can't see it. Okay, move it back over here. So it starts with the small washer. Small washer. Big washer. Now our throttle returns. Inside here. There we go. And that's the inside spring right there. Then we have our throttle stop. Okay, there we go. Now, this throttle stop screw, switch it to the other side. Okay. 1, 2, 3 washers. We've got our throttle clip here. She's going to point towards the back side. And here, oh, I guess that goes. What's the other one done? Back side there. And we will put this nut on. Okay. Goodness. Am I the only one that has problems with the crescent wrench? Okay. Good. Okay, just the last piece here is this piece. little bit of love. I do not have the retainer clip, which is unfortunate, but let's do with what we got. Alright, do we have any wire? I don't know if I condone this, but I got a piece of twisty wire here. Try and strip it out. Get some twisty wire, just take off a little bit of the end of it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's easy. Is this a good idea? I don't know. I don't think it's bad because it doesn't run the risk of falling into the engine. Okay, so now we're going to put it back on. Place and use the same gaskets because, like I said, I'm going to be rebuilding this later. 13mm sockets. Now to put the X-bar linkage assembly back on with the intakes, whatever these things are called. You can see the self-locking is not happening on these. It's fine because we'll be rebuilding it later anyway, but I'll just tighten it down. Oh wait, hold on, we don't want to tighten it down yet because we want to get the hex bar linkage in here. In order to do that, I need a little bit of play. And actually, I needed to do it before I put the nuts on. So, back these off. Very gently. I'm going to come in here. There we go. There you go. Reinstalled.